Please adhere to YouTube selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be day drinking under a bridge in Japan on a rainy day, which as a whole I am looking forward to doing much more so than not. Why? Well, because today I want some alcohol, and since it's raining today, I also want to get out of, well, the rain. I don't want to get soaking wet while I'm day drinking, because that doesn't really sound like a good time to me. Now, the park I'm going to doesn't really have a lot of shelters, but there is a bridge running through it because the park I'm going to is right next to a river, and so as such, there are some bridges that have to go over that river. I don't know how good the bridge I am going to be sitting under is actually going to be for day drinking under on a rainy day, but I'm hoping not too bad by any means. I'm currently walking to the park I want to go to, though, and so as such, I do suppose I should probably continue walking now, shouldn't I? I guess this is like the Japanese version of Lowe's or something like that. They've got a bunch of wood, bunch of cinder blocks. Guess this is like a house building store or some sort of like project building store or something like that. Looks like the Japanese version of Lowe's or Home Depot to me. No, I didn't get it on video, but I just saw something pretty interesting. I saw a Peugeot 308 wagon drive by. It looked like it was pretty new, probably from the last couple years or so. And that's just really cool to me as an American, because French cars don't really exist in the United States to any real extent these days. They used to back in like the 80s and early 90s, and I think in the 70s too. But they don't really exist these days. Peugeot doesn't sell cars in the United States anymore. Citroën, I don't know if they ever did, honestly. And Renault certainly doesn't sell cars in the United States either. But here in Japan, I see a Citroën, I see Peugeot every once in a while. I don't think I've seen a Renault yet, but I figure I will see one eventually, if I had to hazard a guess at least. So it's pretty interesting that French cars, even though they aren't like super common here, they are available. You can get French cars in Japan, which is pretty interesting to me. And now, I believe I've just got to go over this bridge up here. Got to go over that bridge. It is currently 1:13, as you guys can see. So not the earliest day drinking session in the world, but certainly not the latest by any means either. Got another 8 minutes until I'm at where I want to be. And just zooming out of my map, we can see that where I'm going to be drinking is right in the middle of two rivers. One big, one kind of medium-sized, although if I had to guess it is probably more than a medium-sized river, because this bridge coming up is pretty big. Medium-sized river, my... This is not a medium-sized river. This is not a medium-sized river. This is not a medium-sized river. This is a pretty big river. It is pretty big. This is not medium-sized. I guess it's just smaller than the other river that I am going to be more close, that I am going to be more close to. I think I turn here. Do I turn here? Let me see. It looks like I do turn here. We can see this is just a nice, like, little greenway for people to ride their bikes on and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure this is the bridge I'm going to be trying to drink under, though. I'm glad I chose this bridge, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's going to do a very good job of dissuading the rain from hitting me. Is this where I need to go? I think it is. Those are bathrooms over there. No? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I see people bicycling this way, though, so there's got to be something through here. But just a little bit of a park, nothing too crazy over here by any means, but can't complain, can't complain. I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to go. That bridge is going to be some nice ambient noise, though. I can say that for sure. And wow, that bridge is huge. Let me tell y'all what. Dang. Oof. I think that's a tollway, too. I think that's what the maps were telling me. Granted, most highways in Japan are tollways from what I know. It's really only local roads that are not. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the video, go to the bathroom, and I'll see y'all in a few. Alrighty though, y'all. Now that I'm out of the bathroom, which was a solid 2 out of 4, it does the job, but it wasn't anything crazy by any means. There weren't any sinks to wash my hands, but that is what it is. But now that I am out of the bathroom, I need to figure out where I want to sit or stand. There might not be a bench under the bridge, I am afraid, but I need to figure out where I want to sit or stand to have my drink, I will acknowledge. It looks like, to me, this is closed off. So I'm gonna walk just for a little while and see if I can find a path or something like that, like some sort of off path or offshoot from this paved path I'm on right now, so I can find a place to drink under the bridge. And it seems there is an area I can duck under and go over there. Even though I'm under the bridge, though, the rain is still hitting me as it is quite windy. I am right next to a river after all, so it's really no surprise it is so windy, but I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit closer to the riverbank, try to get behind some bushes and try to get out of the rain like that, because I really have no cover right now. But this is the path I'm going down. I was about to say driving down, but I'm not driving right now. But yeah, man, this is a beautiful park. No complaints on my behalf, y'all. I see a path through there, so let's go through there and see if I can find a spot to have my drinks. I've also got some onigiri with me today. It's been probably about, I'm thinking 3 hours since the last time I ate, and it's getting a bit muddy. Very firm mud. But it's been probably about 3 hours since the last time I ate, so I was thinking, if I am gonna be having a drink, I should probably grab a snack, and so I did. But let's see, how do I wanna get through to here? I can either go down this path or I can go down this path. I think I'm gonna try this one, which I feel like is a bad choice because I'm wearing shorts today and I have to go through the grass. But I'm thinking this might be what works for me because I'm seeing some stones maybe I can sit on. Now these stones, honestly, I feel like that's a bad idea to sit on any of these because 1, snakes, and 2, birds crapping on me from above. But that's just gonna happen because I'm sitting under a bridge. All right though, I think I might have found my spot. I just need to find somewhere I can kind of set up my tripod and stuff like that. There's a path leading over here, so, I'm gonna say I can be here. I don't think it's an official path by any means, but, we ball. Let's see. I'm seeing over here. I think this will be solid right here. I think it's low tide right now because there's this whole area and I'm like looking through the stones and I'm seeing crabs and stuff like that. But I'm thinking, just looking, we are barely under the bridge right now. I'm not actually under the bridge at all right now. I'm thinking I want to sit though right here. Right here I think is the spot I want because there's no bird crap on this rock. And it also has some flat rocks next to it where I can set up my tripod. So this is the rock I'm going for, I do think. What is this? Is that like a snail or is that like a rock? I don't know what that is. I will acknowledge, I'm still getting some rain on me. It's not a perfect spot by any means, but it's certainly better than nothing. It's certainly better than nothing. And this rock has much more of an angle to it than I thought it did. Maybe I should go like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that and I'll just face this way. I feel like this is a better spot. Overall, I will acknowledge. But what drinks do I have with me today? Well, I picked up 2 small cans of Strong Zero, 2 different flavors of Strong Zero. Let me go ahead and get them out of my backpack real quick if I possibly can. I got myself a can of the Suntory New, negative 196, strong 0, 7%. I think this is like a new lemon version or something like that kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure. And I also grabbed some other flavor of lemon strong 0, with this one being 9%. Oh, this is double grapefruit? It has lemon on the front though, but this is apparently grapefruit flavored. This, it says, yeah, double grapefruit. It says double grapefruit on Google Translate. So I guess this is 9% alcohol, 9% ABV, double grapefruit flavored strong 0. Interesting. And this is the double lemon, sugar-free double lemon, 7%. And I'm thinking I want to start off with the grapefruit because some grapefruit sounds pretty good to me right now. So I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. So I'm gonna put my other strong 0 to the side, and let's go ahead and get this open, and let's go ahead and get to actually, well, day drinking under a bridge in Japan on a rainy day at 1:30 in the afternoon. It is now 1:31. Let's go and get this opened up, and let's go and try myself some new strong 0s as well. Yes, sir, yes, sir, you know what I'm saying? Got some nice lemony to it. This is definitely not just grapefruit. It's definitely got lemon to it as well. A little bit of lime as well, in my personal opinion. And I'd have to say there's a little bit of grapefruit in there. There's a little bit of very sort of mild grapefruit in there in my personal opinion. It says double grapefruit, and like double grapefruit makes me think like a lot of grapefruit. Not in this scenario though, not in my opinion. I do not believe that there is a lot of grapefruit flavor in this strong 0 right here, but nonetheless, it is pretty solid in my personal opinion, and certainly good enough to drink. And thankfully, the rain has dissipated just a little bit for the moment. I'm still getting some rain droplets on me every once in a while, but I can't tell if they're actually coming from the sky or if they're coming from like the trees behind me and it's just kind of wisping to me. I'm not exactly sure, I will acknowledge, but it's a pretty solid spot. I mean, like lots of ambient road noise, seeing some people down there, chilling under the other bridge, kind of just hanging out. Looks like a pretty solid spot. I think they might be fishing low-key because I think I see a bag on the ground back there at the other bridge. But yeah, no, this is a pretty decent location in my personal opinion. I'm able to see the Tokyo Sky Tree from here. Man, I think all I need to make this a better spot to drink is one, a bench. You put a bench right here and this is gonna be fire. Like, you don't want a bench that has wood in it though, you want like a composite bench. So a composite bench right here, like just set into these stones or something like that kind of thing. Like a composite bench, a little bit of a canopy. And you know, I'm gonna have to say, that's what this spot needs right here. That and an ashtray. It needs an ashtray too. No complaints on my behalf. A high key, I think I might have a snack real quick though. I did get myself some onigiri as said. I got myself some red salmon and salt onigiri from 7-Eleven. Let's go ahead and get my bag back opened up real quick. And I did put my drinks on top of my onigiri, so hopefully they're all right. And we can see, got my bag out. Let's grab just one of the onigiri out. Thankfully, they are all right. But yeah, as said, red salmon and salt onigiri from 7-Eleven. I have allergies, and this is one of the only onigiri I can eat in Japan. There's a couple others. I think the grilled salmon is all right for me to eat, along with a handful of others. But the red salmon and salt has been my favorite one I've tried so far. So it's the one I'm having today. And I gotta admit, these pair pretty dang well with some alcohol as well, if you ask me. Very good. Very good. No complaints on my behalf. It really is windy today, though. It is so breezy. This is very good. No complaints on my behalf. Wow, though. I'm not technically sitting under the bridge, but what's amusing, like I am under the bridge, but I'm not like completely under the bridge. But what's amusing is that it's so windy, it doesn't matter that I'm sitting under the bridge. In fact, where I'm sitting right now, I think is actually a better location than actually sitting under the bridge, because at least some of the water is being caught by the bridge. But all the rain that's hitting me is just coming from this way. It's not even coming from above, which is too amusing to me. Very good. I think I'm going to save my other onigiri for a couple moments later, and for a couple minutes. Now, people say Japan is a clean country, and it is, don't get me wrong. But every once in a while, you see a scene like what's in front of me right now, and you're like, all right, some areas of Japan are clean, and some others are not. Let me go ahead and show y'all real quick, just looking at the river. And I mean, like, any country is going to have dirty rivers kind of thing. There's no country that isn't going to have a dirty river, but litter, car bumper, litter, 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 litter. Let's see, I bet I can find some more if I'm in here. Oh, there's a crab! There's a crab in there! Yo, homie, what's up? Yo, there's a crab in there! Hell yeah, y'all see that? There's a crab in there. Hell yeah, brother! Electrical cord and a crab. Nice! We hanging out with the crabs today, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big ball of moves, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves, hanging out with the crabs. Trying to get my tripod readjusted so it actually lays flat, because I just realized it's not laying flat, but I can't get it because I did it too tight the last time. God damn. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is, I will acknowledge. But we're hanging out with the crabs today, you know what I'm saying? And thankfully, I'm not hanging out with their mom's crabs, because I don't want to hang out with that type of crab, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. I'd say we're probably about, I'm guessing, 5 feet from high tide right now. Just looking at the bridge, which, let me go ahead and take my camera off of here once again. But just looking at the bridge, it looks like there's probably about 4 or 5 feet till high tide. Like normal looks like it's probably about 3.5, 4 feet, with like super high tide at around like 5.5 feet, maybe. I don't know, it might be actually more and it just looks like less from a distance. But this is definitely low tide right now. Absolutely low tide. And I am honestly glad it is low tide right now, because if it wasn't, well, I'd probably be underwater. Either that or my legs would be getting very wet, because what's under me is all like mud and stuff. So yeah, no, I'm very glad it is low tide right now, because otherwise this spot would literally not exist for me to sit in. Wonder what kind of car bumper that is though. I'm honestly kind of curious. Oh, there's a brick there. Is that a brick? I don't know. Let's take a look. I'm gonna leave my stuff right here for the moment. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's all a bit heavy to blow away. It is a bit breezy though. But is this a brick? Yo, crab. That is literally a brick. What kind of car does this go to? I kind of want to know. I don't know what car that goes to. Do y'all know? I think that's a K car. I think that goes to a K car. Not gonna lie. If they had a license plate on it, I would take the license plate. We can see a fishing rod as well. Some spools. Piece of metal right there. I don't know what this is. What is that? I have no idea. Oh, it's pretty much solid. I can step on that. I didn't know if I could step on that or not. I don't know if I'm still willing to. But some metal over there. Yeah, it's bumper. Guess it fell off somebody's car and they threw it from the bridge, I'm guessing, or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think that's a K-car bumper, probably for some Daihatsu K-van or K-truck. I've got no idea, but glad to have taken a look at the bumper. I do like my cars, I will acknowledge. If y'all know what bumper that came from, let me know, yo. But also, if y'all know what VIN that bumper came from, don't say it in the comments, because I'm not trying to dox whose bumper that is. I'm not trying to dox them, so don't say the VIN, just say the car model. No complaints on my behalf, though. Very solid spot to have a drink, I will acknowledge. Do I want to grab myself a screenshot now or later? I think I might grab myself a screenshot after I've got a little bit more of a buzz, which I do have a very nice buzz right now, I will acknowledge. I do have a very nice buzz right now. I am not complaining. I'm sure you guys can tell I'm a little bit more energetic than I was at the beginning of this video, and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better now that I'm having some alcohol, and let me tell you what, I really do think that was what the issue was. I needed some alcohol. I really did. That's what I needed. I was feeling so out of it. I was starting to shake. I was not feeling very good because I didn't have any alcohol, and now that I have some, I'm feeling 10 times better. It's probably not the alcohol, though, in reality. I'm just saying that because I think it's funny. I'm pretty sure it's the sugar. I had a lot of sugar yesterday, in all honesty. I started off my day with some scrambled eggs, and then I ate a Kind bar, which has sugar because it was a peanut butter dark chocolate Kind bar. And then after that, I went to a museum, and after the museum, I went and got some cake that I could eat, and it was really good. It was really sugary, though, so that was a lot of sugar. And then to go with the cake, I bought myself a Coca-Cola. And then later in the day, I had a Sprite. And then to top it all off, I had some candy. I don't really eat all that much sugar, but I had a lot of sugar yesterday, so I think that's probably why I woke up and was like, oh my god, I'm so groggy. And that's probably why I'm feeling better right now, because like the alcohol is probably literally making me feel less groggy just because it's making me feel different than how I felt when I was like needing some sugar, because my body was like, you had so much sugar yesterday, why aren't you giving me as much sugar? Because I haven't had any sugar today besides a peanut butter dark chocolate Kind bar. I did have one of those. This isn't the sugar-free Strong Zero, I don't think, though. The other one is sugar-free, though. I don't know how that's going to be. I thought Strong Zero was, like, normally sugar-free, though, honestly. Maybe it isn't, but I thought it normally was. This is such a good spot, though. It's good to watch the cars going by. It's like the ultimate entertainment. This is some good stuff. This is a good spot. I could see myself day drinking here again. Although, honestly, most spots I've day drank in Japan have been, like, great spots. Frankly put. I'm gonna go ahead and put my drink, which I just finished off, back in my backpack. How was the Strong Zero Double Grapefruit? It was alright. Not the best Strong Zero I've had, I'll acknowledge. Definitely not my favorite, but, you know, drinkable. And it was a low 3 out of 4. Low 3 out of 4. Something, honestly, I'd buy again, because it's something different, and it's not bad. It's actually good, I would say, but it's not like it just can't compete with the pink shot Strong Zero I had on my last trip, which I think is discontinued. I don't think they sell it anymore. That was amazing, though. I love that drink. But now that I've put my can away, though. Oh yeah, I want to check which way the river goes to the ocean, because I want to know if the tide is coming in or out. So just looking, so the river I'm at right now is called the Arakawa River. Beautiful river, by the way. Highly recommend stopping by if y'all are in Tokyo, which is where I am right now. But that way goes to the river. That way over there. That goes to the river. Well, yes, it goes to the river, because the river is right there. That way, though, if you follow the river that way, you'll eventually get to the ocean. That way, on the other hand, that goes inland. And from what I can tell right now, I don't know if you guys can really see it on camera, but like the water is going this way rather than this way. So if the tide is going out, then it's going to go that way. If the tide is coming in, then it's going to go this way, right? And since the current is moving this way, I'm thinking the tide is coming in. That's what I'm thinking, at least. And I'm pretty sure the water is up more than it was when I first got here. Like, not by much, because tides can be slow. And oh, there's a heron! Yo! Bird spotting. It's a bird. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. I love seeing herons, bro. Herons. Boy in the Heron reference? I love seeing herons. Blue herons are like pretty cool to see in my local area, and just seeing herons in general. I'm a fan of herons as like a bird like segment or like genus. I think they're pretty cool stuff, and so I'm glad to have seen one, I will acknowledge. But you know, I do think the tide is coming in. I don't think it's going out because the tide is going that way, and that way is inland, whereas if the tide was going out, it would be going that way. So I'm pretty sure the tide is coming in right now. That's my guess, at least. I'm pretty sure it's coming in. No complaints on my behalf either way. I'll be out of here by the time the hot tide reaches to where I am sitting. But I'm thinking I need another drink, I will acknowledge. The next one is going to be the Suntory Strong Zero 7% sugar-free double lemon. If I remember correctly, that's what it said. I think that's what it said. I can't remember. Let's find out how it is, though. Let's go and crack it open. Oh, yeah. That's solid. That's solid. I'm not sure if I like this one more than I like the other one I had, I will acknowledge, but it's solid. Yeah, no, I can't complain. I can't complain. Solid, yeah. Very nice, crisp, lemony flavor. Like the other one, in my opinion, was very much that of a, like, lemon, lime, grapefruit, very light grapefruit flavor. This one, on the other hand, yeah, it's pretty heavy on the lemon. That's really all that's going on, honestly. It's just lemon. It's just like mildly sweet, mildly sour, slightly bitter lemon. I would actually have to say that this is slightly less bitter than the just normal, typical 9% Strong Zero in the smaller, the tall can. I'd have to say this one is slightly less sour and bitter, but very solid overall. Yeah, no, very nice, slightly sweet, slightly sour, slightly bitter. Lemon alcohol flavor. Tastes good. Tastes good. I can't complain. I can't complain. Now, I kind of want to leave my stuff here just for a moment. I don't think anybody's going to steal it. One, it's Japan, and two, I'm the only person out here. So, I kind of want to go down here, and I kind of want to... Now, I don't really want to get my shoes super muddy, because, like, these are, like, brand new shoes. I bought them, like, a month ago, and I've only worn them for, like, oh my god, it's getting... Oh, that's some breeze right there. Maybe I should grab my drink. I don't think my backpack's going anywhere. I don't think my tripod's going anywhere, but I'll grab my drink. But, I kind of want to walk down on here. I hope I don't start sinking. Oh, it's moving. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh! Never mind. I'm not doing that. Never mind, I'm not doing that. No. No way. Oh, my shoes are slippery now. I'm not doing that. No way. Y'all see that? There's my footprints right there. I started sinking. That's called quicksand. Hell nah, brother. I ain't getting all up in that business. Hell no. No way. Somebody left a box over here. There's like a box right there that I like just now noticed. But like... Oh, I've got mud all over my shoes. Oh no. Not all over, it's actually not so bad. But, what was I saying? I can't remember. Wait, is that a stick or a piece of rebar? I'm not sure what that is. Is that a stick or a piece of rebar? I am buzzed, as you guys can tell. I am really enjoying myself right now. This is salt. It's rebar. That's actually so, like, that over there, that's a stick. That right there, that's rebar. That is rebar. I'm glad javelin throwing. I haven't really seen anybody doing javelin throwing here, so, you know, I think I'm okay, but, you know, you never know. You never know when somebody who throws javelins might come at you. I am buzzed right now. I am gonna have another onigiri. No. Yes. No. I am going to have a different type of snack. Let me just put it this way. No complaints on my behalf. Let me just put it that way. And it is actually starting to rain just a little bit more now. And the rain is not only coming from like this way, but it's also coming from this way. I think I'm just gonna keep chilling here because honestly, this is the best spot I've found. And this is just a pretty good spot in general. And I'm not worried about just a little bit of a drizzle. But yeah, we chillin', we vibing. I think I'm gonna have another onigiri after this. Yeah, I'm a little bit hungry. It is making me hungrier. I'm gonna go put this back in the side of my backpack. That snack, pretty solid, no complaints on my behalf. I will acknowledge. I just realized, like, well, all of the stuff that's next to me, this is like bamboo, right? Or is this wood? This is wood. This is not bamboo. I don't know what this is. This is like straw or something. I thought it was bamboo though, because there's one stick. I'm just gonna break it. There's like one stick where it's like got knots and stuff like that right there. I thought this was bamboo, but I think it's actually just a stick. I don't know. I'm not a plant expert, especially when I'm drunk. But what I do know is that it's okay for throwing. Yeah, it's pretty solid for throwing. I just threw that, and it went over that way. Yeah, I got another. This is not littering. This is a stick. This is a natural made object that got in the river naturally. I'm just putting it back in the river. That didn't do so hot. That was very light. The other stick I threw, like it landed right there. That one threw right there. Granted, the breeze, it did start going. I'm blaming nature on my inability to throw a stick right now. I would not survive in mammoth times. I would not survive in mammoth times. I want to grab a screenshot for the thumbnail of the video though. So I'm gonna go try to do that real quick. It is getting even more breezy though. Holy crap. It is just so much. There's like, it's not like pouring, but it is breezy. It is breezy right now. I think I might grab a thumbnail with my phone. I think that's gonna be easier. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Police car coming. Where's that fire truck? Let's grab myself a thumbnail for the video. Hopefully one of those will do as a screenshot for the thumbnail of this video. We will find out. The rain is starting to come down just a little bit. And I'm gonna grab the camera. There's some water on the camera. Yeah, it's getting a bit breezy. It's getting a bit breezy and it's getting a bit rainy. It's supposed to start hella raining at 4 o'clock. It is currently 2:15. And it was not supposed to start raining until 4, but it is raining. It has been raining off and on for today. But my weather app be lying, yo. I'm just saying, weather apps, biggest gaslighters in all of existence. Gaslighted me into thinking it wasn't gonna rain today. Excuse me? So rude. It is raining right now. Like, not a lot. It's super light. But like, it's raining and windy right now. Hence why I'm under a bridge. But I'm just saying, weather apps, for real, biggest gaslighters. For real. No joke. Biggest gaslighters there are out there. Yesterday, I went to go get some food at Tokyo Station. And I had some really good ramen. The day before yesterday, I went to Tokyo Station to get some food, and I had some very solid tacos. But when I was getting those tacos, I also saw on the menu of the taco place, I think it was Kitade Tacos, which, expensive, don't get me wrong, just as expensive as tacos in the United States from like not a hole in the wall. But what they had on the menu was not only tacos, they also had tequila sodas. So I had a tequila and soda while I was sitting there eating some tacos, and that stuff was strong. That tequila soda was strong. It got me really good. It was really good. I really enjoyed that tequila soda. I just wanted to say that. Wow, I kind of want to put on my sweater. It's actually getting chilly though. Holy crap. It's actually getting kind of chilly. That's my bev though. That's my bev. That was very solid. None at all. That was my drink. That was my drink. That was my drink. No complaints on my behalf. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very buzzed right now. More buzzed than I would normally be during a day drinking video in the United States. I just had like 1 9% and 1 7% alcoholic beverage. I am buzzed right now. I am buzzed right now, I will acknowledge. No complaints on my behalf, none at all. I am buzzed right now. No complaints on my behalf, let me tell you all. None at all. I'm gonna go and put my alcoholic beverage in my backpack because I don't want to litter. I'm not gonna just throw it on the ground. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna go and put it in my backpack real quick, put it in a bag, and there we go. All done, easy peasy. I went to get this piece of trash that flew out of my backpack when I opened it and was putting my drink in my bag. But while I was grabbing it, because I was like, if I don't grab it now, it's gonna fly away and I'm not gonna get it and I'm gonna end up littering, which is not what I want to do. But on the rock next to the tripod, I stubbed my finger and fingernail. That hurt, but not enough to make me cuss. It is actually starting to rain over there. Like, just look at it. Like, in like the puddle over there, it's like, we're getting like a bunch of rain and stuff over there kind of thing. But like over here, like we're getting actually less. Because like the rain, it's actually, if I walk that way, I'm gonna get more rain on me. I'm in the perfect place. I chose a great spot to have a drink, I will acknowledge. And there's an ambulance. Well, I put my drink away. It's starting to rain a little bit more so than not. I think I'm get out of here. I think that's my plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my tripod away if I possibly can. I think that was everything. I think that's everything I had in my backpack, I will acknowledge. Let's get going, because I have finished off all my drinks. Stand up. I should probably make sure I have everything in my pockets before I go, because... Oh, there's a crab! Oh, he ran away. He was right down there. Oh, man. Can I find any more crabs before I go? Crab? No crab. The crabs, they be smart. They be hiding for real. I am very buzzed right now. I should really not be on rocks like I am on right now. I'm gonna get out of here. Take a look at this bumper one more time. How's it going, Mr. Bumper? Shout out whoever dumped this bumper off the bridge or into the river. No, not shout out. All right, though. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not forgetting anything. We're all good to go. Let's get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna do my outro once oh wow, and yes, it is absolutely, oh wow, I was sitting in a really good position over there. Like, genuinely, on that side of the bridge, it is actually less wet. Over here, it is genuinely more wet, so I'm actually gonna have to watch my step quite a bit, especially since I'm buzzed. But let's get back to the path that took me over here. And let's be very careful while doing so. There's the path. All good to go. All right, y'all. I am very buzzed. Just had to clean off my lens. But let's go. It's starting to rain. I think I'm gonna walk 30 minutes to the nearest subway station. And I think I'm gonna take the Tokyo Sakura tram, because I'm gonna go to an aquarium after this. That's my plan, at least. And I'm gonna go have a great rest of my day. This has been a great day drinking sesh, for real. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video where I day drank under a bridge in Japan on a rainy day. It hasn't rained to like an extreme extent during this video, but it has been raining all throughout this video, more so than not. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, make sure to, well, like and subscribe for more content. I will also promote my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, which actually I shouldn't be promoting because it's closed right now. But I do have my website in the description down below. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video, though, y'all. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna take a piss once I climb these stairs. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Until the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?